Wakana sees Marin dressed in her Shizuku-tan cosplay and compliments it, which makes Marin elated. When asked by Wakana if it fits well, Marin replies that it does. However, it's difficult to lift her arms, which prompts Wakana to take a mental note. Marin also compliments her boob bag and the length of her skirt, which allows a decent view of her garters. In a euphoric state, Marin requests that Wakana take some pictures of her, and he does with her cell phone. The first one he takes, Wakana comments on how her pose is more like hers and suggests that she poses as Shizuku-tan would. Using his closet door as a makeshift white backdrop, Wakana takes some pictures of Marin posing as Shizuku-tan. Impressed by the photos taken, Marin creates an account to upload them all under the name Marine. Marin then suggests that they go to the event the following day, now that she's motivated to go. On the day of the event, Marin is dazzled by all of the people cosplaying there and recognizes a few celebrity cosplayers. Despite Marin being super excited to be there, Wakana looks and feels neurotic, noting how out of place he feels with all of the women there. Furthermore, he notes how they're drawing attention and believes it's due to his attire, but Marin downplays it as something natural for him. She also notes that it's certainly because of her boob bag, which she believes is the best there. So to help mitigate Wakana's anxiety, they move to the upper parts of the place where most of the photographers are. It's there that Marin encounters her first photo shoot with a photographer. After the photographer is finished, Marin asks for a selfie with him, and then another photographer asks to take her picture. Wakana then notices that a line had formed to take Marin's picture and looks around to see the different kinds of people cosplaying around there. Looking at Marin, Wakana notes how happy he is for Marin. However, he then realizes that his days hanging with Marin are now over, now that he has fulfilled his promise with her to create her cosplay costume. Reflecting on his time spent with Marin, Wakana notes how the time he shared with Marin was unreal to him. Once finished with the line of photographers, Marin rushes over to a perplexed Wakana, and while panting, notes her relief that Wakana didn't abandon her. She then bluntly states that her clothes are ready to fall off. In her explanation, Marin states that the night prior, she examined the photos they took of her and noticed that her boobs didn't look big enough. To fix this, she wore double new bras, and now her breasts feel like they're going to burst. A panic-stricken Wakana notes that the clothing wasn't meant for such bras, and Marin notes how hot she is in the cosplay. Realizing her heat exhaustion is due to the fabric he chose, Wakana has Marin go to a different location. Inside a nearby building, Marin wipes off all of the sweat on her and puts on a cool patch over her forehead. Looking up tips on how to cool down, Wakana finds out that requires Marin to get undressed from her outfit. Marin then has Wakana unzip her despite his hesitance and desire to have it done in a dressing room. She then has him wipe down her back with a towel, and Wakana does so reluctantly after using a towel to wipe clean underneath her skirt and making some adjustments to reinforce her clothing. The two head back outside. Marin apologizes to the photographer who had taken photos of her and allows the photographer to take more by the shade. During this shoot, a strong gust of wind lifts up Marin's skirt, revealing markings on her thighs. Although unfazed by this incident, Marin allows the photographer to take more photos to make up for it. By dusk, Wakana and Marin ride the train back home, and Wakana thanks Marin for allowing him to join her at that event. Marin says Wakana is welcome for that, and then asks what cosplay they'll do next, which surprises him. In Marin's confession, she has 51 favorite characters she wants to cosplay as. Noting how happy Wakana looked, Marin is then told by Wakana that he looks forward to continuing to work with her and plans to buy a dress mannequin to make his work easier. Glad to hear Wakana's commitment, Marin insists that she purchase one for him. Finding one on the net, Marin notices that Wakana looks very drowsy and suggests that he take a nap. Marin then elaborates her experience at the event to Wakana, and he compliments Marin as very beautifully dressed as Shizuku-tan, recalling that Wakana only uses the word beautiful to describe very special things that are associated with him. This realization astounds Marin. At the Gojo residence, Marin washes her Shizuku-tan wig, while Wakana reads out the instructions on how to properly clean it. During it, Marin is overwhelmed with infatuation for Wakana. Unbeknownst to the two, Kaoru was being driven home by Miori, who was told the reason behind how he had injured himself. Upon arriving home, Kaoru is left shocked by Wakana, who holds the dress that he made, and the sudden appearance of Marin, who stands beside him. Later in the living room, Keto Pro tape is applied to Kaoru's back, and he is given a full explanation of the relationship between Wakana and Marin. Impressed by Wakana's work in creating a lovely black dress, Wakana, however, claims that it's still a work in progress. As both Wakana and Kaoru discuss the flaws and such of the dress that can be worked on, Marin's heart races and realizes that she's head over heels for Wakana. Disconcerted and indecisive, Marin comes to terms with the fact that she loves Wakana. But before she decides on how to approach the situation with him, her stomach rumbles loudly. The loud noise catches Wakana and Kaoru's attention, and although ready to die of embarrassment, she's invited to stay over for dinner. During dinner together, Wakana informs Marin that he cooks because he lost his parents. As it turns out, Marin also lost her mother, but her father left her because he got a job transfer. When asked if she cooks for herself, Marin says that she does, and shows them a picture of a meal that she once made for herself, which irks the two. After learning this and the other things that she eats, Kaoru suggests that she eat dinner with them every night, and with Wakana's approval, Marin accepts the offer. Later, Wakana walks Marin to the train station, and there, Marin sheepishly says to Wakana that she'll see him again tomorrow. The two then separate, and on the train, Marin reflects on a certain phrase that Wakana said. On a rainy day, a young girl takes shelter at the Gojo residence. When Wakana returns home that day, Kaoru leaves to do an errand. But before he does, he informs Wakana that a guest is there to see him. At the moment, she was taking a bath because she was soaked with water, and Kaoru suggested that he serve her a drink when she was done. Unnerved that his grandfather let in someone that he doesn't know and that Marin was at work, Wakana worries that a burglar or con artist was let into the house. Wakana then confronts the visitor in the bathroom and catches her naked. The girl was about to yell at Wakana, but instead slipped backward. Briefly, Wakana recalls a memory of his past where he learned about the process of a Hina doll's head from his grandfather. Back in the present, the girl is served some juice, and Wakana learns from her that her name is Sajuna Inui, and that she goes to a different school but is older than he is. Learning that she's interested in the dresses that he makes, Wakana misinterprets this as she's interested in Hina doll and shows her the room that's filled with them. Seemingly at first, Sajuna was interested in the dolls, but then reveals that her true interest is with the cosplay outfits that he makes and shows him a picture of Marin in his Shizuku-tan costume. Despite his reluctance, Sajuna emotionally blackmails him to make her a cosplay costume while noting her cosplay name as Juju. Wakana recognizes the name as someone Marin deeply admires. How Sajuna found out that Wakana was the one who created the cosplay and where he lived was when she found an image of Marin online and stalked them through the day of the cosplay event. She also stalked Wakana on his way home to his residence. Eventually, Marin comes over after work to enjoy dinner with Wakana and is left astonished by the appearance of Sajuna. Wakana introduces her, which upsets Sajuna for using her real name. On the other hand, Marin immediately gets into Sajuna's face and bombards her with questions and compliments. Learning that her reason for being there is that she saw pictures of her cosplay, Marin bursts into absolute euphoria. Once Marin finally settled down, Sajuna requests that Wakana create Shion Nikaido's Black Lily cosplay outfit for her. It's a character from the anime series, Flower Princess Blaze, and Marin explains the story and some of the plot to Wakana. Although Sajuna can purchase an official Black Lily outfit, she wants one that fits her perfectly. This makes Marin confess her cosplay interests, and Sajuna snaps at her, but internally confesses that she's the type of cosplayer she loves. Remorseful that she assumed that Marin was another shallow cosplayer, Sajuna tearfully apologizes. Afterward, Sajuna announces that she plans to leave and asks that she get Wakana's contact info so she can stay in touch with him and send him the information on Black Lily. She also points out that there's nothing else intended in doing this, but both Marin and Wakana are confused by this, so Sajuna then asks if they're dating. Flustered by the question, in one long outburst of an answer, Wakana reveals that they aren't, and overwhelmed with emotion, he leaves to fetch Sajuna's clothes. Marin, however, was amused that Wakana didn't have a girlfriend and then asked if she could cosplay together with Sajuna, but she flatly rejected it. For the next episode, check the link in the description. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.